Welcome back to Monkey of the Month. It's March 2021, and we're here to crown some Monkeys of the Month. If you haven't seen it before, well, let me explain really quick. There are 3 nominated apes, monkey types, that go up on this board. We pick one to be crowned the Monkey of the Month, and then score it on 4 absolutely, positively epic criteria. Brandon, you remember those criteria?
Absolutely. There's renown. There's power. And then there's some other ones.
Yeah, there's meme potential and cursedness. That is absolutely correct. Anyway, without further ado, let's jump into it. You didn't come here to watch us flab our gabs or anything. So let's go. Okay, let's look at our first nominee. And Shibuya.
Whoa.
Our first nominee, all the way on the left, Brandon. What are these creatures and what are they doing?
Well, it looks like a bunch of apes of I don't know what variety. Maybe orangutan actually. I don't know if an orangutan is an ape, but anyway, sitting at looks like a talk show desk. Yeah. And one of them is asking, "Where banana?"
Yeah, this is an excellent meme. I would put money on them being orangutans, and orangutans are in fact great apes. See, now you can go home and tell your mom that you're learning things on the internet. That's right. And yeah, they just want to know where banana is. I can't confirm whether or not orangutans really care that much about bananas, or if it's really just a monkey stereotype. We'll not know yet. But these 3 are certainly concerned about where the banana is. Oh my God, Brendan, do you think someone could have hidden the banana from them?
You know, it's possible. You know, it's also possible that this is done for daytime TV sensationalism. Just this looks like one of those kind of those morning talk shows that are on. And it's really early. You're getting ready for school, and they're just talking about something that's absolutely nonsense you don't care about. This is the kind of vibe that this desk gives me.
Yeah, Brandon's getting flashbacks now. Brandon does not want to be on the Tree of Life with Brandon the monkey, Brandon the gorilla.
You know, sometimes if it's it's 7:30 a.m., you're not in the mood to hear people talking.
Exactly. Some people take a while to wake up. Anyway, these guys are kind of epic. I hope they find their banana. Let's move on. Brandon, slap that like button. Kidding, it's not the like button. Who's this creature, Brandon?
It's Curious George.
It is, in fact, Curious George, and not Slim Jim at all. in this photo, he can be seen about to consume the banana. Perhaps he stole the banana, that rascally little monkey fellow. Curious George is pretty epic. I don't know what else to say. You know, he's a staple of Western civilization.
No, I think you're absolutely right.
And he's going for that banana. He's pretty happy. You know, sometimes he's not all happy. I've heard him on occasion. I've heard some sad ooh-ahs type of thing, but you know, but he's doing pretty good. So I'm glad things are working out for George. And let's introduce our third nominee.
Oh wait, hold on. You know, you forgot to mention the most important part about Curious George. He's a curious little monkey, and as part of that, you see, curiosity may have killed the cat, but a monkey's a bit stronger than a cat, so I think he could handle it.
Yeah, I do think that monkeys are generally stronger than cats, and you're right. I can't believe I forgot curiosity. You know, he has that sense of childlike wonder. I remember him in one episode in particular trying to plant an inflatable raft to grow donuts out of the ground, you know? So, when they talk about monkeys entering the Stone Age, Curious George is in the Copper Age as we speak.
Yeah. You know, he's even opening the banana the right way around. You're not supposed to open it from the stupid stem part. You're supposed to open it from the end.
Oh.
It's a much nicer opening. You should try it at home. That's my take home assignment for everyone, to open the banana from the bottom. It's much better.
Yeah, it's your homework. When I eat bananas,
the stringy bits on the banana, they don't stay there when you open it from the bottom. The problem is when you open it from the top, you get those annoying stringy parts. But on the bottom, opening it from there, it kind of goes away better.
Yeah. You know what? That's super interesting. Go home, try that out, you know? Don't be like me and take a bite through the skin of the banana, because it doesn't taste very good. Anyway, moving on. Let's put up our last nominee. Brennan, it's the monkey. It's the monkey from Kung Fu Panda.
Monkey from Kung Fu Panda, exactly.
Is the monkey from Kung Fu Panda voiced by Jackie Chan?
Well,
here, wait. Give me a second. Hey Siri, is the monkey from Kung Fu Panda voiced by Jackie Chan?
Okay, I found this on the
Oh, come on.
from Kung
Yeah, the answer is yes. I found it already. It's fine. Come on.
Okay. Yeah, he is. See? Look,
Yeah.
I'm full of
Not
knowledge.
in this animated version though. Not in like the 2D
Oh,
animated
what?
one. I think it's a separate guy. Yeah. You see,
Oh
a
my
lot of these like spin-off animated things on the movies, they never have the original voice actors because they're too busy and too expensive.
no. Anyway, yeah, like Kung Fu Panda 2 and 3, Brandon. Did you watch any of those? Those
Uh,
aren't spin-offs, but
See, I do remember. I watched several of them. I don't remember if it was 2 or 3. I think the later one with like the extra lore of like him finding his like long lost parents. I don't think I watched that one. But I did watch the one where he goes against like the crane and then uses like the power of fireworks or whatever to.
ooh, it's
Yeah.
pretty epic. I don't remember that one. Anyway, the monkey's kind of epic. That scene is hilarious and super memeable, and it makes me happy to be alive. But no, he's a pretty memorable monkey, and we'll just have to see. Let's clear it. It's about high time we actually crowned our monkey of the month. Isn't that right, Brandon?
Absolutely.
Okay, without further ado, Brandon, our monkey of the month for March 2021 is Curious George. Woo! I think it would be hard not to choose Curious George. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. For such a staple in society, I don't think it would be doing him justice to give him anything but monkey of the month.
Exactly. So let's move on and give him a score, and more. You'll understand if you don't already. Okay. So, first criteria is meme potential. Now, George, I would not say is super memeable in the traditional sense. I could see some again, he could lend himself nicely to Facebook memes, like minion posts, like, oh, I'm so tired, I'm gonna be monkey today, and then the moms share it around in their private group chat at the elementary school. That's what I see. That's how I feel him being a meme. Apart from that, I don't really know unless there's some really powerful stills from some of the episodes that people stumble upon.
Yeah. See, I think I think you hit the nail on the head with that one, where the type of people who use Curious George memes are definitely middle-aged people on Facebook and stuff like that, who just look at my son when he sees the fresh fruits and vegetables in the sock drawer or something like that.
Oh, I love that. Oh, yeah. No, 100%. You're right. Oh, that's great. So we can't score very highly on meme potential, but from that one alone, maybe a 2 on 5. We'll be generous.
Yeah, I think 2 on 5 sounds about right.
He's a little memester. I think he's more into coming up with memes and getting into bizarre situations and all sorts of kerfuffles than he is to be a symbol of ideological outrage or something. Okay, moving on to power. Oh, that is also powerful. Power. So he's a pretty small monkey. He's supposed to be young too. He relies on the man in the yellow hat, the banana hat or whatever, to take care of him. But he does get into a lot of funny situations, and he does cause some trouble to the people around, if I remember correctly. I seem to remember some big pizza chef or something. Maybe George just devours the whole pizza. I don't know. So once again, I don't think he's powerful in the traditional sense. He's not Conan the Barbarian or anything.
Yeah. However, I think he does have power in a different sense. He has a level of curiosity beyond that of the average monkey.
Yeah.
And I think that allows him to perhaps be some sort of super pinnacle of monkey kind. And I think he has a power in that respect. The power to have adapted to modern civilization and be curious about that which lies within, aside from maybe beyond the level of a 4-year-old or whatever they say the max intelligence of a monkey is.
Yeah. True. I couldn't say, but he is. Yeah, he's powerful in his own way. So, Brandon, what would you think for power then? What's a good middle of the road grade we give him?
You see, I think I'd give him maybe a 3.5 or 4 for power.
I like 3.5 because if we put him up against some of the other creatures we've given high power scores, I don't think he'd last unless he used his brain. Maybe he scampers around and he figures out the boss battle really quickly.
Yeah. So while Curious George may be intelligent, I don't think he's only 20% less powerful than Godzilla. So
yeah. True. Okay, let's go on to renown. Brandon, this is where Curious George shines. Absolutely shines. I can't say for certain that he's as popular on other continents as he is here in North America. I don't even know where the cartoon was made and where the character was created and who's responsible for that. Maybe you'll put some info in this video. Maybe you'll have to go look that up as well, okay? But at least as far as I can tell from my life and from the different... I lived in the States and Canada for a while, and he was like a prominent cartoon in both places. You know, growing up childhood, he was always there. So, you know, and I know there's like old-fashioned, like really beautiful little hand-drawn books that he was a part of, like picture books. So I want to say his renown is incredibly high.
I think, honestly, I think you're absolutely right. So I think like the level of fame that Curious George possesses, especially compared to any of our other monkeys, is astronomical. You know, even your grandparents would know who Curious George is. Perhaps even your grandparents.
I think you're right. I think that's where he stands out, even in comparison to some of our other nominees from other months. Which, if you haven't checked out our videos, you know it's not too late. But you know, compared to the Abominable Snowman or King Kong, even like he's up there. You know, and the thing that Curious George has going is he's so wholesome, right? So it's really easy for people to know him, for it to be shared. You know, that's always part of the question is, oh, well, you know, people get mad like, oh, man, this is really, like, controversial. I don't want my kids seeing this. I don't want them playing Mortal Kombat because there's, like, red Play-Doh coming out of their faces and stuff. But, like, Curious George is just so sweet, such a nice little monkey, curious like a child. It's really easy to share and pass on, right? You could read a storybook with your grandchildren and have Curious George and be like, wow, you know, this is a perfect little memory, right?
Absolutely.
So I once again, I think it would be an injustice to give Curious George anything less than a 5 in renown. And if we're wrong, that it was like absolutely strictly a North American thing, which I kind of doubt because Curious George type of monkeys, as far as I know, right now are not native to North America. So I do feel that he has, you know, traveled the world a little bit more than we probably give him credit.
Absolutely. I think you're entirely right.
So Curious George gets a 5. That's right, a 5 in renown. So now we move on to cursedness. Cursedness is a criteria that is negative and takes points away. Not because being cursed is horrible in every regard, because usually it's kind of funny, but just because it is cursed. And that's not a positive thing, necessarily. How cursed is Curious George, Brendan?
Quite frankly, I don't think there's a single aspect of Curious George that is cursed.
You know what? I completely agree. As I kind of mentioned just before, he's like one of the most wholesome characters I can think about. You know, he's pleasant to look at. He's not controversial. Oh no. And he's just a sweet little monkey. He means well in a bunch of the shows and stuff. He cares about other people and, you know, looks out for them. He is curious, but he's not, you know, he's not really causing real problems. He didn't start World War III. He's just a sweet little monkey.
Yeah, you know, his animation is not cursed or anything. It's just he's a perfectly fine monkey.
Yeah, absolutely. So, can we give them a score of 0, Brandon?
You know what? I think that's possible.
We're gonna give Curious George a 0 in cursedness. He is absolutely, without a doubt, 0% cursed. Okay, so we'll be right back to you, with you, at you, with the final score and a send-off for this beautiful little monkey. Okay, welcome back to Monkey Business. Again, we're giving George, of the curious variety, his final score. Brandon, what is that final score?
That final score is 10.5.
That is 10.5 for Curious George, our Monkey of the Month for March 2021. That's a really high score. He should be super proud. Whoever invented him should be very proud. And we're glad to have him here on the show. A. George of the curious variety. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next month. If you have any suggestions for nominees for our Monkey of the Month, leave them in the comments below, and we'll see if we can get around to them. Congratulations to Curious George. We'll see you soon. Bye.
Can't they toss it?
I don't know. I think, do you need an ability to toss? Oh.